Okay, so masters, today we will be going over, especially for the new masters, what is meditation, how it works, what is really important. So, there is one fundamental fact, and that's something we will start with today, which uh, house of meditation. Now you will see some changes in the updated version. So I will recap that one more time. You may have heard me before talking, but when we come into meditation, the question always comes first of all, why should we meditate? What do we get out of meditation? But first thing uh, also come, especially the new meditators, is that I struggle. I cannot meditate. I have lots of thoughts. Meditation means I'm sitting with eyes closed and I should not have any thoughts. So we will clarify all those things. We'll recap those key points, but as a long term, not on day one, but on a long term basis. If you want a good meditation experience, then we have to understand that it's like building a house. For a building, foundation is very important. So, what is the foundation of meditation? In my view, meditation is the roof, not the foundation. So, without foundation, how can you get to the roof level of any building? So, just simple stretching asanas or yoga, because yoga is a big umbrella. Actually, pranayam and meditation also comes under yoga. That's why when I say foundation, we are talking about stretching asanas means your body should be flexible. If our body is very rigid, very stressed, it will hold you. It will not allow you to have good meditative experience. The next level of foundation, right? So that makes your base. Then comes the next part, which you will see as pranayam, breathing technique, and the simple ones. We are not talking of the advanced, but very simple, and I highly recommend Anulom Vilom without a pause. So what happens here is we are talking about simple way of getting the benefit of breathing technique. Because there are certain health condition, do and don'ts, something to avoid. But when we do Anulom Vilom, also known as alternate nostril breathing, then it becomes very simple, and under most of the conditions one should be able to do it. Once you are familiar and you can do this, to really hold the roof on top of the foundation, the four main pillars, which will allow you to manage. Again, I'm not saying control your thoughts, but the important thing here, in my opinion, is manage your thoughts. So, what is that? First, non interference. What is non interference? In a very simple term, one should not interfere in others' life. Doesn't matter your kids, your sibling, your parents, your neighbors, your colleagues. We sometimes tend to give free advice. We tend to tell people what to do. This becomes interference. Now, when we look into this topic in detail, you will understand what it means, because first thing comes to our mind is, as a parent, we always tell that what to do. We always, in the best interest, we are telling our friends, family, oh, I know this, you should also do this. We are very excited about something. Even if it is meditation, we say, no, 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 you must do it. The moment we are into those thoughts, we tell someone you must or do it, that kind of thing brings interference. You don't know their soul plan. It doesn't matter, meditation is very good. Maybe the soul is not ready for it. But No harm in sharing the wisdom, and let the soul decide if it is for the soul or not. That means I'm aware of something, I'm not forcing others, I'm only sharing. Like right now, I'm sharing, okay, you want to meditate, this is how you can start your journey, or if you have already started, how you can do better. Okay, so it all depends. When the soul is ready, soul will come into it. Wisdom is the right way to start, means sharing wisdom. What is the second key point? Non-judgmental. We may not realize, but we all have some or the other, judgmental nature. People judge others. People judge based on how they speak and the clothes they wear, the type of clothes, colors of the clothes, or in a multicultural society, people will start judging people based on their ethnic or religious values or their background, belief system, all kinds of things. Anything you have in you that you are judging others, it is, in simple terms, you can be sure that it is kind of negative energy, not positive. But this energy is also telling you something that you need to work on yourself. It's a reflection. So when you get to soul plan, purpose of life and all, this becomes a very critical factor. You should introspect, find out what you are judging others. Probability is high that probably your soul wants to work on something, and that's why you are judging the same thing in others. Then comes forgiveness. Forgiveness is one thing which happens on day-to-day basis. We feel strongly about why did I do this, or why did I say like this, or others, how dare he said this to me, or he did this to me, or she, or whatever. We hold grudge, we hold lot of emotions, we hold guilt, trauma, all kinds of things we don't forgive. And without getting into the full-on detail, of course, these are topic in themselves, but in general, forgiving yourself is difficult than forgiving others. So what do? First, understand what is forgiveness, understand why it is needed, then understand how to do, and then execute. And it is not a one-time deal. It should go as a second nature, means on daily basis, just like every day you are setting up your room, cleaning your house, kind of thing. It's not like once in a year you say, today I will clean my house. Well, it will be very dirty if you do once a year. So you can imagine your body, how it will be if you are not regularly cleansing it. Then comes gratitude. If you see gratitude with respect to the other three, there is one key difference. The other three, is kind of related to negativity, means I'm giving up negativity, I'm forgiving someone. I judge, I'm stopping judging, I'm interfering, but now I'm trying to go away. What is gratitude? Gratitude is that I'm happy about something I have in life. Positive, full on positive. So other three, you are going away from negativity. Gratitude is giving you positive. So it helps both ways. Increase your positive score and keeps you filled with positivity throughout the day, not just during the meditation. And that's really important. It's not that unless I do all these four, I will not start meditating. No. The point here is understand these topics, because nobody teaches us in school. Nobody talks about it at home generally. Not that nobody talks. Only the family, the people who are into spirituality, into some kind of sadhana, some kind of, awareness, they will talk about this. The moment you know about it, your journey starts. Now the question is to know more, how to do, and then consistently doing it. Once you start practicing this, and then you come into meditation, meditation becomes very easy. Generally, especially when you are just starting your journey, people say, oh, meditate. Just sit, eyes closed, do it, which is not wrong. However, many people feel, I'm still having a lot of thoughts, what's happening with me, and all those things. And then they give up. That's why, if we understand the background, it becomes easier to continue. Now, one key thing we talked about breathing technique, Anulom Vilom. So, what is this? Breathing technique is referring to a particular technique because we breathe every day. You don't have to teach anyone. What's the big deal into this? If you are aware of your breathing, it makes a huge difference. When we talk about Nadi Shodhana, Anulom Vilom, alternate nostril breathing, what are we saying? Nadi is referring to the energy channel, or you may have heard about the term meridians. Under Chinese medical system, they call it meridian, we call it nadis. Same thing, invisible path from where energy is flowing. And what is Shodhana is purification, cleansing. So Nadi Shodhana itself is telling you it is cleansing the energy channels or energy flow in your body. It impacts not just physical but your mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. So when we say pranayam, Nadi Shodhana is one of the pranayam. What is prana? As we inhale, we take a lot of cosmic energy with us, which is our life force. Of course, oxygen goes and it works in our body, and all the functioning of the body depends on the oxygen. That's prana. Ayam, it is a control or regulation kind of, it is bringing it forward. So it's a scientific technique that purifies energy, it calms you down, relaxes and heals the body. That's pranayam. When we do pranayam, we have nasal cycle. One more is more active than the other, means nasal cycle, it will be doing alternate things. So what are we doing? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So when we inhale, Puraka, when we are exhaling, or Rechaka, this is happening without anybody teaching. A newborn baby will also breathe. So when you are inhaling, it is connected to sympathetic nervous system, and when you are exhaling, it is connected to parasympathetic nervous system. So sympathetic is activating you, parasympathetic is relaxing you. When you balance the both, the body functions optimally, and this is the beauty or the background of this. We are balancing our activation and relaxation. If you are always active, that means you are under stress. Exhalation, which is relaxation, why it is longer than inhalation? You may have observed yourself, your exhalation is always longer than inhalation. It may be very minor difference, but if you practice pranayam, you can see the difference clearly, because you are releasing carbon dioxide from the body. It is part of the detox. So it's bringing, carbon dioxide from all over the body and then exhaling it out. So it's really important. As we do this, what are we improving? Because sometimes people don't know, am I breathing from the chest or the belly? When we do the chest breathing, it is inefficient. When we do the belly breathing, it is the most efficient way. Sometimes it could be because of some accident, trauma, some, incident, we become chest, switch from belly to chest. And if you are not aware, you keep that as your normal way of breathing, and then you say, I'm tired, I'm always, not interested in doing activities, things like those. So as you do these pranayam, it automatically brings you into a healthier state, and your nasal cycle, it switches automatically about 90 minutes. So if you notice, put your finger under the nostril and you see where the your breathe out as you exhale, where the force is more, and you will say, okay, right now this nostril is more active. Check roughly an hour later or 90 minutes and you will see it is switching. So again, left or right, it will be based on your parasympathetic or sympathetic. When you are active, it will be right nostril more active. When you are relaxing, parasympathetic, your left will be more active. So you will see it will be switching one way or the other. So what does it do when we do the pranayam? It really helps us. So again, the sun and the moon, what we call hatha balancing, it will come automatically. Body will be balanced. Body is balanced, you are balanced. So the question is, okay, how do we do? If Nadi Shodhana or Anulom Vilom is that good, what do we do? So see, initially you may have difficulty in keeping the three fingers upward. Let it be. It may go at an angle. But primarily you are using your thumb to block your right nostril, and with thumb the left. Oh sorry, the little finger, the left nostril. So thumb right, little finger left, and that's how you keep switching. Okay, the remaining three fingers, if with practice, try that you can keep it straight. So you are switching left to right, three fingers, and depending, because everybody's structure is different, the three fingers there may be a gap. Try to keep them parallel, aligned, and no gap. This comes slowly. So as you are sitting with eyes closed, in a not necessarily in Padmasana, but a very Sukhasana, very relaxed, right? So with the thumb, you block the right nostril and exhale from the left. This is step one. And then you inhale. No pause after exhale as soon as you finish, because initially you may take 1.5 or 2 seconds to exhale and inhale. Block, exhale from the left. And then immediately inhale, use your little finger, block the left and release the right instantly. So there is no gap. And now you are exhaling from the right nostril. As soon as you complete exhalation, inhale, block the right, release the left. And just to show you in the camera, I'm keeping the remaining three fingers banded. Otherwise, this is how you do it with the three fingers going straight up. So what will happen? You are alternating your breathing. Very natural breathing. Don't force. Not too fast, not too slow. Let it be your natural whatever. If it is 1.5 second, 2 second, 3 second, whatever is your normal is. You will see slowly and slowly the time taken to exhale, time taken to inhale will keep on increasing, which is benefiting you. But don't force. When you are starting, do for 3 to 5 minutes. You can take it to 5 to 10 minutes as you are experienced more and more. If you are doing other pranayam in one day, don't do more than 20 minutes. Okay. So what happens then is you're balancing your pH, blood pressure. If you have some, it balances the sugar, it will detoxify the body, depression, all kind of things. Even the old karmas start getting dissolved. Why? Because of this whole energy pattern getting influence in your body. The body will tell you, yes, now I can do little more, or I can sit comfortably, I am not disturbed, as you practice. So once your trauma of even previous life starts going away from you, you can only imagine the benefit, you can only imagine that how beneficial this could be. So exhalation will be little slow, little longer, which is good. We don't give any gap in inhale, exhale, okay? And if you have a high blood pressure or any kind of blood pressure low, then we avoid the holding. That's why I said inhale, exhale without a pause, but refer to your doctor, refer to your physician, and take their opinion. When you do pranayam or meditation, it is highly recommended maintain empty stomach condition. So what is empty stomach? Empty stomach means if I had a full meal, I should wait 3 to 4 hours, depending on how heavy the meal was. Light snacks, breakfast, light, because sometimes breakfast could be very heavy too. So if it is a light snack, 2 hours. If you had just a beverage, sometimes you had a juice or something, 1 hour. Why we give this gap? We give this gap so that your body is not doing anything other than digestion when you need to. If you have eaten or you had something, drink, juice, or whatever, the body has only one key target: digest. Whatever you have eaten, digest it. So at that time, if you are doing meditation, the energy is trying to go to the stomach to digest and you are taking it somewhere else. It's not good. That's why we say empty stomach condition. So don't eat and right away do meditation. Give a gap. If you can do in the morning before breakfast, good. You will have easy time. If you do evening, it works only for the evening, sure. Just give a gap after eating. Okay. Now regarding the meditation, how we are doing, so we are sitting in a relaxed posture. We are closing our eyes and you are witnessing your natural breath. What does it mean? I'm inhaling, exhaling, eyes closed. I'm feeling as if from the tip of my nostril, I can feel the inhale going from my nose to the lungs. Exhale, from the lung, I can feel the air is moving back to the tip of my nostril. So you're observing your inhale and exhale. Thoughts will come. You cannot control. All you do is ignore it. Let them come and you say, no, I'll talk to you later. And start observing this inhale, exhale. Sit comfortably. And then what we do, we make kind of electrical circuit. So what do? We cross the leg, we cross the hand. You can clasp your fingers, but not too tight. It will be discomfort to you later on. You can keep just one hand on top of the another. So take your right palm, put it on top of left. That could be same posture, very comfortable, and give you the whole benefit of kind of creating an electrical circuit, so that when you have cosmic energies, it is not going, it is inside your body healing you. If in between meditation you feel, oh, I want to stretch my leg, that's okay. But don't open your eyes. The moment you open your eyes, you lose a lot of energies. Just keep observing your natural breath, in, out, in, out. Don't artificially take too slow or too fast. Ignoring your thoughts is very important. Thoughts will come. Don't give up. Don't feel bad. Oh my God. No. Thoughts will come. Don't worry. Don't fight. Just ignore. Don't feel any guilt that I cannot sit 5 minutes without a thought. No, that's the function of the brain. It will come. And when you are ending the meditation, you can unclasp your hands or remove, rub your palms, and then place your fingers for 5 seconds on your eyes. And then take the fingers off and open the eyes slowly. Why do we put the fingers on our eyes? Because during meditation, a lot of cosmic energy is still on our fingertips. When you rub and place it on your eyes, that cosmic energy don't go waste. Through your eyes, it enters your brain. See, so we are making full use of it. You may hear that, oh, meditation is very hard, it's only for yogis or after retirement, it is some religious. No, nothing of that kind. It is for everyone. It has nothing to do with a specific religion or a specific belief system. Meditation, if you understand, everybody can do. The common theme is, oh, I am having too much thoughts. So just remember, the purpose of heart is pumping the blood in your body. Kidneys are removing the waste. Liver is doing again detox, bile juice, lungs is doing the breathing part. The brain is related to your thoughts, the memory, the speech, the movement. So how can we tell our brain that during meditation don't think? We are not telling our heart, I am doing half an hour meditation, don't pump. We don't tell the kidneys or the liver. So don't try to control or fight with your thought, just ignore. If you recall the house of meditation, as you practice those 4 pillars, ignoring becomes easier and easier. It means you can ignore your thoughts much easily. You can do an experiment. For example, if I tell you next 30 seconds, don't think about food. Do whatever, but don't think about food. Okay? From now, only 30 seconds. And I keep telling you 30 seconds, don't think about food. No breakfast, no meal, no snack, no fruits, no your favorite dish. Don't think. The more we say don't think, what happens? People end up thinking more. It becomes a challenge. So don't push, don't fight. In meditation, what are we doing? It's called metacognition. What is metacognition? You are knowing about knowing, or you are thinking about your thinking. Means you are being active. You are now aware of your thoughts. It will help you to live in the moment. Now I know what's my thought pattern. You are conscious of your unconscious mind. That's what happens. Because we are hardwired. By the age 21, lot of habits are formed. By 35, you are mostly done. So remember, understand what is meditation. You have a thought, you realize, and you start observing your breath again. This is in between some seconds is your thoughtlessness. Argument's sake, example say 10 seconds. Now you practice. So what will happen? Every 10 seconds say you are getting a thought. Now with practice, this 10 seconds become 30. That means a thought came. I came out of it. After 10 seconds, another thought came. And I kept doing the same thing. Ignore, come back. Ignore, come back. Now the 10 seconds became 30. That means now for 30 seconds there was no thought. I kept practicing. Now argument's sake, it became 60. So that means I'm having thoughts ignored. For 60 seconds, no thoughts. And then again, a thought. So you see this increase of 10 seconds to 30 to 60. This is progress. This is what meditation is all about. How do I know? Some of you are aware I have an instrument measures human body energy or human energy field, and I saw how my meditation, my chakras were improving as I was doing or improving my meditation. The more they are aligned, the more they are consistent in size, that means it is reflection of health. Some of the key things how you can do: no expectation, just have fun. Don't expect what will happen, how it will happen, how long, am I doing it right? Just surrender. Don't expect in meditation, I want this, I want that. Remember, over time you are dropping your ego. Don't worry, who am I? You are neither the body nor the mind. Because only these two things disturb you in meditation: the body or the mind. If you say neither the body, I am neither, nor the mind, you will be away from it. Eyes closed, but you can still keep smile on your face. So I am sitting with a smile on my face. Instantly I am relaxing my vagus nerve. Vagus nerve is the longest nerve in our body. It releases or reduces the stress. If you need, it helps you, put on the eye mask. I use it. Then in the daytime and all, it becomes dark and you do it. Early morning when you do meditation, is there an advantage? Yes, you can take that advantage. Why? Because early morning you have high melatonin. In daytime, to become active, that chemical becomes serotonin in our body. But early morning, 4, 5, 6, whatever time works for you. Melatonin is high, it will help you getting into sleep mode, it helps you getting into meditation also. And when you do pranayam, it gives a straight signal to your brain that you are safe. You are not in a stress. Other things you can use, yes. You can use a pyramid, it enhances the energy. You can do a group meditation, it enhances the energy. You can do full moon meditation or new moon. So masters, these are different ways that you can enhance your meditative journey. You can get more out of the same time, whatever time you are giving to your sadhana. So this is how new master, you can easily get into a good meditative state. It will take time, don't rush. So if you have any question before we get into meditation today, please feel free to unmute yourself and you can ask, clarify, or if there is a sharing based on your experience of as a new meditator you want to share with everyone, please feel free to unmute. And then once that is done, we will go to the meditation.
But one question is there,
Mm-hmm.
doing meditation with singing bowl or without any noise.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find any difference? I know we started with music, then without noise, and now singing bowl.
See, it is very individual. Yes, starting with the music helps for a new master because it becomes like a training wheel on a bike. So naturally, it helps. But once you do and practice, you come to a point where you say, I don't need any music to help me. I'm better off without it. Then you do without it. Sometimes what people do is people use music, but volume is not in your hand. Means I'm in a meditative group meditation, someone else is playing the music, it is distracting me because it is too loud. Somebody sometimes plays instrumental which is very strong instrumental, sometimes it, so it's very individual, liking and disliking. Do I do with music now? No, I don't. Why I use single ball? Singing ball gives you a frequency which really helps calming down the chakra, your energy. So again, for new masters, it really helps. In a group setting, it really helps. People have different emotions. It kind of bring everybody in a calmer state. So you have better energy flow when you have something like this. So that's why, because singing bowl you will see generally smooth, not too loud. But for someone who says I don't want any music, even singing bowl can distract. So there is no right or wrong. It depends on your own journey. You will find where and how you fit the best.
So there is nothing which the wavelength of the singing bowl, you know, has an impact on your brain.
Oh, it does
That's
because
that
it
that's yeah.
interacts with your chakras. So it helps you in calming down. As I was saying, singing bowl, because of the natural frequency, it calms you down.
Okay, thanks.
I would also
Welcome.
like to add to same thing, like what Gauravji said. Exactly had that experience. I started with no music at all, and then with music, and it felt always loud. I can't control the volume, and then I like the singing bowl. But now, even after the singing bowl music, when you put a timer, it's done. I feel that the calmness that wanted to continue more in the quiet without anything. Exactly, I had the same experience, Gauravji, as you said. I
Right,
prefer nothing, probably is more, I go into more deep meditation.
right. Thanks for sharing that, Smitaji. And that's why what I mean is, typically when I do singing bowl, uh, it's not continuous. I give a gap so that the people who think I want quiet zone, they get that, and people who are starting, they get bit of support. Gruba, you are muted. Please unmute.
Yeah, thanks, Gauravji. Always your words are, energetic will give. And also, there is no matter new or experience. This instructions is very helpful, reminding. So that is a great. Thank you very much. And the question is here, Gauravji. I did today 30 minutes and entire day lot of, thoughts coming, lot of discussion, lot of arguments, everything correct. And again tomorrow maybe 30 minutes. And again weekly 1 day or 2 day I forgot to meditate also. But this, it is adding more thoughts, correct, every day. So how to this balancing? I don't know how to do meditation properly. Balancing these thoughts, it will go away for these thoughts, even up. I can't go observe. I can observing only, but how long will do every day for the thoughts will go away for that our mind tomorrow for tomorrow, that kind of things. Anything kind we need to do with only 10 minutes is enough, or 30 or 40 minutes, or
So, good question, Guruva.
yeah.
Let me say this way,
Mm,
everybody goes through the same.
yeah,
And my recommendation is you start with maximum 10 to 15 minutes if you are a new meditator.
new meditator.
And
Yeah.
let your body tell you that when can you increase from 15 minutes to 20 to 25 minutes or 30 or 40. The body will say, yes, now I can sit for 15 minutes, you can go for 20. So the question is, will the body come and talk to me? No. Automatically you will realize that, oh, today I did for 25 minutes, what happened? Then you will realize, oh, I did it for half an hour. That means automatically your capability is increasing. So
Suppose today
how to do
missing.
that?
Today I missed. Tomorrow I can increase that one, or
Your body will tell you, don't think
body.
it is a hit and miss, or if I miss one day, next day what will happen. Don't worry,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Once you are there, you are there. No 2 days will be same.
Yeah,
Never. Some days you will have beautiful experience, energy and
yeah,
everything. Someday you will say, what happened? Nothing.
nothing.
So do not worry. It is not a copy paste. You can never compare your own experience day by day. So the question is, how can I have more consistent experience? Remember, meditation is like love. You cannot force someone to love someone. Love has to be, natural. So meditation is a result of something. We cannot directly force someone to meditate. What is that something? What is the thing that we have to do, of which result is meditation? And what you have to do is actually the house of meditation. So the more you practice non-interference, doesn't matter how you are feeling strong urge of giving guidance, giving not guidance, rather instruction to someone, giving advice to someone, restrict. Unless asked, don't give advice. Now you are not interfering. Don't judge people. When we don't interfere, we stop judging. Now the thoughts automatically reduces, because our negativity reduces, because now we are not going, he said this, I will say this, he did this, I will. All that negativity goes away slowly, not instantly, slowly. So your meditation automatically becomes better, and not only meditation, the remaining 23 or 20 whatever hours in a day, you will sustain that state slowly by slowly, much better.
Yeah, understood. What I understood is whatever you told that don't judge, don't attach. The automatically entire day the thoughts will be reduced automatically. Okay,
Correct.
that will help that our meditation to how to go to thoughtless. Is correct.
Correct. 100% correct. You got it.
Okay, okay, okay. And maybe gratitude to somebody, that also will reduce something. Correct.
Absolutely. All four those pillars.
Four
Those are two.
pillars.
There are more items, but start with these four.
Hmm.
Others will naturally come later on.
Okay. Okay, I will keep remind. Maybe I will try this way next 1 week. I will keep remind these all whatever four pillars every day, and let's see next day morning. I will do meditation. What's the difference? Yeah.
Super.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Damodarji, please go ahead.
Thanks, Gaurav. Actually, so you keep telling how to control thoughts, but when you given the examples and the natural functionality, so mind also has the capacity automatically thinks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? My understanding?
Absolutely.
Right. So it's like you already given one examples also, like the heart is without our notice, it's functioning, and lungs are functioning, liver is functioning. also the one of this mind, the same category without our knowledge. So they are doing their functions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, we are trying to control the thoughts. That means we are trying to control the natural functions of our organ.
Mm-hmm.
So is that is that uh, is that possible? Because controlling thoughts or the thoughtless state reaching, because it's not the functionality of the brain is always thinking like any other organ, but we are trying to control the thoughts from the natural organ.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really works?
Sorry, can you repeat? Did you say something for the heart at the end? Like, what is it
No,
that?
no, I'm comparing because the heart functionality is natural, we can't stop.
Correct.
The liver functionality is natural, it can't stop.
Correct.
And lungs also the same. The fourth one is brain, also naturally thinking capacity, right? But
Mm-hmm.
we are going against the natural functionality.
Mm-hmm.
So is that possible to stop or to control the thoughts?
Okay, so good question. It is actually the other side of the coin of Gruva's question.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, as I was saying, meditation is like love.
Okay.
It has to happen as a result. You
Right.
cannot force. So,
Mm-hmm.
we are not forcing our brain not to think. What is
Okay.
actually happening in meditation? We are telling our physical body and the mind that thoughts are coming, you don't react to it.
Okay.
So we are not stopping the generation of thoughts. So brain is doing whatever brain does. My
Okay.
body and the mind is stronger now that I am not
Mm-hmm.
reacting on
Mm-hmm.
every thought. So I am calm, I am stable,
Mm-hmm.
I am not throwing emotion after every thoughts, emotion for emotion, right? So what's happening is
Mm-hmm.
my brain or my thinking is calming down slowly. When it calms down, the number of thoughts reduces, because where the thoughts are coming from? Thoughts are coming, he said this to me, or look at him, what he did, or what he didn't do, or whatever. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
I'm judging, I'm interfering in someone's life. Why my daughter didn't do this, or why my son, or why my old parents are not listening to me, why they are. All this is our own created thoughts. Because now I'm more matured in terms of my thinking, I have reduced my interference, I've reduced my all kind of judgmental and other things. Automatically the generation of thoughts is reducing. So I'm not forcing. By changing my nature, my personality, my thought process, I'm reducing this buy one get one free offer in the mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's how naturally thoughts comes down, not by force, in meditation.
Okay. 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 So naturally we are trying to not to add any other emotions, one thing, and the other thing is not to think or not to judge, so that naturally the thoughts may come down.
Correct. You are changing your thought process
Mm-hmm.
by not judging, by not interfering. And that as a result giving you a better meditation or better calmness.
Oh, okay, okay.
So directly you cannot jump and say, give
Mm-hmm.
me
Right.
calmness. No, no, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
Change your thinking which give you calmness. Calmness gives you good meditation.
Got it, got it. Yeah.
But the question comes, where do we start? It's a catch 69. How
Yeah.
can I stop judging people? So do meditation. So it goes side by side, both.
Uh,
Meditation helps you to look inward, and
right.
then you say, oh yeah, it is my habit of judging people. Okay, I will improve. When you improve, it gives you better meditation. then you look more inside, and then you improve more, then it gets even better meditation. So you start from little bit doing both, and then they keep helping each other to go higher, 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 higher.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, actually, as you said, so we sometimes maybe me or new meditators, so forgetting the foundational things and right away trying to reap the result.
Yes, we want the conclusion directly.
Right, directly. So that's where we have been facing problems. As you said, the interference and the judgmental things all creates the atmosphere to reduce the thought process.
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you so much, Gaurav. There is a
Yeah.
lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
This question is related to my question also, as per Gaurav. So, Damodari, thank you, Ji, for sharing this question.
Yeah, it's all Guruji. So it's
Yeah.
all really
Yeah.
every day we are
Yeah.
learning, even though last
Yeah.
1 year
Even though, yeah,
it's
we are
not new
clearing
or
that
it's
our,
not
yeah,
moderate
correct,
experienced. The
correct.
wisdom is Gauruji
Always.
is
Yeah.
providing is really excellent. We don't
Yeah.
know how to thank Gauruji, but
And also, I learned your question. Gauraji
mhm,
is correct or not, or you can tell me. So
mhm.
we are thinking that only our mind is culprit. Okay, mind thoughts will come. We are always thinking that only emotions or whatever angriness, only thoughts coming in mind. But due to this, our body also will shake it. Correct. Our body will also disturb. Physical body also will disturb. Correct. Is it correct?
Yeah,
My.
yeah.
Huh?
Absolutely. Your
Yeah.
physical,
Ah.
mental,
Mental.
emotional,
Okay.
all connected.
All connected, these the whatever you told, that attachments or judgments or whatever, this all connectivity to it.
So the moment you fix one, which is your thinking, that
Yeah.
means non-judgmental,
Okay.
non-inter. The moment you correct your thinking, you get everything fixed. Your emotional state is better, your mental state is better, your physical body is better, of course, a
Mm.
better meditation.
Our, of course, finally meditation also very good. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Damodar. Thank you, everyone.
Welcome. And to answer your question, Damodarji, very
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
simple.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Thank you,
all
Guruji.
all I can sorry, the best way you can do for any such thing is keep joining the session, keep talking to others, keep motivating others, and that's the best way we spread this message all around. That's all.
Oh, yeah. Sure,
Which you are
Guruji.
doing already, but I'm just saying, that's the best return for our time, our common values.
Yes, yeah. Sure, Guruji. Thank you so
Welcome.
much. Yeah.
Welcome. So Vindhya ji, please go ahead.
Good morning, Gauraji. Thank you. And like you said, it's for new meditators, but other than the method, we are all still, I think it's a constant work in progress. You can see all the questions we are all asking. Um, Actually, you almost answered Guruji and Damodarji. Similar, uh, it answered my thing too, but um, I'll just, since we want to meditate, I'll just put it in a shorter this. I also, I mean, it has been different experience, and I'm trying to bring that consistency. And now you mention, not now, every time you mention that those 4 pillars are what we have to work on. So that is what we are going back, because the experience of meditation is not consistent, and unless we get the foundation right, I think it'll be. So my quest is to be able to increase and meditate longer. And finally, I understood it's not longer, it is how effective it is, and that doesn't matter how long, because we are still working on. And I just wanted to add, while I was going to ask this question, I remember last time Saroja ji, when she was talking about meditation. And first time I heard someone mention this, like I think it was the word pacifier she used, like for meditation, when we close our eyes and do. She's saying it is like a very, because we are closing everything and trying to be in a protected environment to meditate. And I found that I'm trying to increase the meditation, work on it, like, do. And when she said that, I'm like, oh, there's so much more, where you should be able to be like in that state, even with your eyes open. And um, So there's no question, but I'm just putting out all these thoughts. It was a very interesting concept when she put that. So, um, yeah, you can give your comments, and thank you very much again. It's very useful, whatever you're doing, and working in group like this helps. Thank you.
So very welcome, and thanks for your feedback or comments, Vindhya ji. Sometime what happens, the same message, if you hear in different words or by different person with different perspective, it clicks. So for someone the same message may click in one direction, sometimes the same message comes from the other direction. So that's why there is no right or wrong, but we keep little bit change in the words can help, because everybody thinks and process the information differently. So that's why sometimes we hear, or I keep repeating same thing in two three different ways, so that it can get through most of the people, because the same sentence may not get through for say 100 people. It may get to 10, 20, 30, but when I twist little bit, another 20, twist another thing, another 20, because we all think differently. We have different personalities. Some are taskmasters, some are analysts, some are good buddies. There are different types. So it's not a question of right wrong. It's a question of the aha or the moment or eureka moment. That's, oh, okay, now I get it, what it means. And that's all you need. How it comes doesn't matter. So the moment you get it, now the question is, don't lose it. Some people write it down, some people understand, some people keep working, whatever works for you. But the important thing is, universe has brought you to this wisdom only because you deserve it. Now it is your task to do the rest. If you still ignore,
Mm.
then it's up to the individual. But awareness is very important. That yes, that's why the gratitude is very important as a fourth pillar. Gratitude to the universe that you brought me to this wisdom, that at least I'm understanding this. Because understanding with gratitude is your first doorway to mukti, liberation, or whatever. Okay, Smita ji, you have a hand raised. I think. Again, anything, please go ahead.
Yeah. My question is regarding the being non-judgmental. So I think I have two questions. One is that how can we enhance on the path of non-judgmental? And the second thing, that if you are being judged constantly, how do you respond? So there are two questions actually.
So they are kind of interlinked. When it comes to non-judgmental, we have to keep it in mind. If you think, I'll go to the second part first. If you are being judged, that means certainly there is a work to do for that individual, right? It's a common theme. Most of us may have it, but when universe is giving you indication, that means certainly there is something. Now, what is that something? There are three routes. There are three ways we can get this homework. First, in my childhood, or put it this way, after I'm born, whole life from childhood and all that thing, I'm learning, observing and learning. Something I have picked along those years, those time, that becomes my homework. That okay, now this has become my habit or personality, and I'm trying to fix it. Second, it could be my previous life. I did something in the previous life, that energy, which we call karma, is traveling with us, and I'm trying to overcome. We also call it soul plan or purpose of life. Third, my ancestor had some gap
What is
they
the
could
special
not do,
Sunday?
and ancestors are telling me, hey, you are going in human form, can you do this for me please? And they give you homework.
Hmm.
So it doesn't matter which way it comes, you have three route, any three can give you homework. So the first and foremost thing is, again, non-judgmental, and non-interference in the sense with your own self, that I should not be in a guilt that what did I do, I did something wrong. That story goes in our head right away. Why? The ego is protecting you, the physical body and the ego is playing all this thing. So the story comes in your head, and every person may have a different story, but the point is of that story is generally we go in guilt, generally, and we say I must have done something wrong. Oh, what did I do that this? No, you did not do anything wrong. This is soul plan. That's why we are here, to fix something. If there was nothing to be fixed, why would I come?
Mhm.
So first is the awareness. We may have heard about soul plan, we may have heard about purpose of life, we may have heard about these topics 100 times, but unless there is a switch turned on in my brain that yes, I trust this topic and I am working on this topic, it will keep hurting you. Means I know, but I don't know because I don't want to know. I'm still with the ego part. The moment you switch the ego to the soul, that yes, okay, if this is what the homework is, let me do. That means, first of all, no guilt, nothing, like a clean whiteboard. I start the story again. When I change my thinking and my action and reaction, the other side story or the reaction changes. If I try to push that topic, whatever the topic is, it's like a spring. The more I push, the more spring back I will get.
So we are not giving any explanation, justification, and all, but just be in acceptance and be neutral, or even send good vibrations and wishes to them. That's what you mean?
Well, let's go back to the golden rule. You cannot do anything for anyone. So there is no question of sending positive or sending this, that to the other. We have to send it to ourselves first. Because
Okay.
in this discussion, there is no question of, oh, I'm helping or I'm fixing someone. No. You are only helping yourself, you are only fixing yourself. That's the only thing a soul can do. But as a human, we are always trying to fix others. We are always trying to preach others. Oh, this person needs my help. Oh, you are, whether physical, mental, emotional, doesn't matter what. Because I'm elder, I need to do, or this, doesn't matter what. No, you don't have to change anyone, you don't have to fix anyone, you only work on yourself. The moment you work on yourself, now you are so strong, you are so powerful, how people are treating you become irrelevant. Unless we come to that stage, even if someone touches you, you start reacting. Forget about poking, forget about stronger, just by touching, there are people, you just touch them and they start dancing all around. They cannot take anything.
Yeah.
Whereas there are people like monk, right? Typical monk stories. You can do whatever, jump on them, do shout, scream. They will be just quiet. What is the difference? They have come to a level where environment is not impacting them, not affecting them. What is environment? Not just weather or cold or hot or river or mountain. Environment means the people around them.
Mm. When we don't react and respond and all, and be stay in awareness, that is regarded by some other people. If this person doesn't have any respect, doesn't react, and I don't know, this kind of things I hear from opinions from
Well,
people, which
if
is
others' opinion is still critical to you, that
no,
means it is what it is.
no. This kind of discussions I've seen around. It's not that about me, but I've seen.
Again, I'm not talking about you. Again, I'm saying in general. The
Okay.
whole path is that
Mm.
I'm not getting disturbed by what people say about me. People can say whatever.
Yeah.
Initially, I will be hurt. Oh my God, how did whatever. But the more stronger I become, like if you see a monk and monk don't react, will people say this guy, is this, that, and the other? No, because people have perception that monks will not react.
Mm.
In our family life, because we are all talking about family life,
Yeah.
it is possible people will come and they may see you as a weak person, that you are not able to defend yourself, you are not reacting. So, do we need to react? No. What do we need to do? There is something called honest and open communication. There is something called I'm not reacting, but somehow I am making people around me aware that I'm on a different path. Without hurting someone, I can tell, hey, you can think about whatever, doesn't matter to me. Not because I don't care about you, but I care about myself, and we can only fix ourselves. So I'm not preaching others, I'm not preaching you what to do, what not to do. I'm only working on what my own goals, targets, soul plan, whichever words or whichever concept you may want to express with. And when people around you see, and most importantly, when a person does the check mark, real learning, you will see others will change behavior. The way they behave with you will change. This is almost guaranteed. Almost.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji. Yes.
Very welcome. Till then, it's a tough journey. It's not easy because we are human. We have emotions. We have a true love. We have true care. We have true everything, genuine thing. And we say, then what's the purpose? So it's hurtful. I'm fully with you. That's why this whole path is not a straight line. Otherwise, why would it take 400 lives if it was that easy? So always remember, you are not trying to change someone. You flip the coin and say, what do I have to change in myself? Not to fix others. That first, I don't get hurt. Second, I continue on my path. I increase my awareness. I increase my wisdom, my consciousness. And then the way people see you will keep changing slowly and slowly. That's what I have seen again and again and again.
You're staying in awareness all the time, just not in the meditative state, awareness all the time throughout the day, or even maybe when you're sleeping, I guess.
Well, if you do the day, the night comes automatic.
Automatically. Yeah.
Now, one more thing before I forget, and this is for everyone, of course, and common statement. Our problem is not that we are not aware or we are not able to work on this topic. The most common problem is we don't give enough credit to ourselves. What does it mean? I am aware of, say, non-interference or non-judgmental. I'm working on myself. I've improved, say, 10%. I don't give credit of that 10% to me. I just let go. Oh, what is 10%? That's nothing. I ignore it. No, that is the fundamental problem why we don't get result. You have to pat your back and say, wow, from 0 I have come to 10. Now I'm 12. Now I'm 14. Because if we don't acknowledge, our brain doesn't acknowledge. When your heart and brain doesn't acknowledge, you don't radiate that acknowledgement energy. And when you don't radiate, universe doesn't know. Universe means people around you doesn't know you have achieved something. So by verbal, you don't need to tell people you have changed. It is heart radiates electromagnetic wave which goes up to 3 meters wide, radius wide. So when people come and meet you, they get the message from waves before you open your mouth. When we don't acknowledge our strength, what energy you think we are radiating, the lack of self-esteem, lack of whatever, it is a lack. And when you radiate energy of lack, you get back energy of lack. That's how it works. And you cannot fake it. That energy, that electromagnetic wave, you cannot fake it. And then we keep saying, oh my God, I'm always getting, this, everybody's enjoying life and I'm getting this. Because that's what you're radiating. Universe says, tathastu. Universe doesn't know what you want or not. It only knows whatever energy you radiate, it will give back you the same. So the first thing is acknowledge. If it is 5%, acknowledge 5%. Be happy. Be, the gratitude. Tell every day that yes, 5%. Yay. We think, oh my god, I have to be modest and blah blah blah. I will celebrate when I'm 90 plus at least. How can I celebrate at 5? No, this is not your school exam. This is life. Yes, I'm not saying you are 5 and celebrate 50. No, don't lie. 5 means 5, but celebrate. If it really means throwing a party, real sense, throw a party that I improve 5%. They may not understand. You don't have to tell anyone. They say, why you are a party? Oh, no, nothing like that. But internally, you have to say, wow, I did 5%, I'll throw a party today. How do you convince your brain? You have to talk to yourself in a good way. And that's what we do in meditation, that's what we do in gratitude, that's what we do in affirmation visualization. So you see, this one is actually a stage 2 of house of meditation we just saw. That's why you see the affirmation and visualization was removed. This is stage 2. So initially, absolutely, you have to.
Thank you for every response you gave us, Gauraji.
Very welcome, Smitaji. So thanks everyone. Now I know we said we'll do meditation today, but trust me, every discussion, if you are engaged, that itself is meditation. Meditation doesn't mean eyes closed and we sit as a typical meditation, but if you were paying attention, if you were engaged in the discussion, it will do much more than just sitting with eyes closed. And again, as we were saying, how to improve your meditation, understanding the wisdom is the most critical part. The moment you understand, then only you can start following. And when you understand and follow, your meditation will automatically come. As I said, it's like love, you cannot force. This is the groundwork. If you can understand the groundwork leads to good meditation, you will very soon see improvement in your meditative state. But keep working on the groundwork. Don't jump and think just by eyes closed my meditation will keep on. It will improve. It may be a slow process. If you come from both sides, as I was saying, then it goes up, up and up very fast. So I thank every one of you to join and for joining and making it a group session. It really helps everyone making and listening. Then some question comes to someone else. So namaskar to everyone. We'll certainly meet in next session Tuesday evening Eastern time. And yes, once again, happy Father's Day to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Gauraji.
Thank you, Gauraji.
Welcome. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gauraji.
Thank you.
Bye, Vardhani ji.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gauraji.
Yeah, thank you everyone also. Thank you.
Bye bye.